We are in Phoenix, Arizona today. Nice and sunny, only on this side of me. That's all right. Hopefully, I got sunscreen. Welcome to everyone online. If you're watching online, we are so excited to present this truck to our driver, Carrie, today. Now, let's talk a little bit about our wrap truck. So, we started this in 2019, and this is our eighth truck, if you can believe that. Our eighth truck. We have four honoring our military and veterans. We have one honoring our first responders. We have one honoring our truckers against trafficking. And we have one remembering 9/11. And now we have our latest wrap truck, which is honoring our partnership with Children's Miracle Network and their pet therapy program. So that's where you see all the pets and all the individuals on this wrap. A hospital can be a very scary place for a lot of people, and I can only imagine as a kid, it's probably a little bit frightening. And so the pet therapy program is a big deal for kids, and it helps them face the most challenging moments in their lives. Children's Miracle Network provides a wide range of programs of support, and animal assisted therapy is one of them that brings so much joy to the patients. If you can imagine, if you have a four-legged friend, they bring a lot of joy to you. As the first truck of the Fleet of Miracles, Swift wants to bring that awareness to the program, to the motoring public. The pet therapy program uses the power of an animal to promote positive coping in an unfamiliar or even a scary environment during a challenging situation. The benefits of the pet therapy program help reduce anxiety. They help lower blood pressure. They normalize a hospital environment for the children. Improvement in patients. I read it's about 75% improvement just for pet therapy programs. And I'm sure it's 10 out of a 10 in cuteness and cuddliness. So imagine for a moment a father's tears of joy seeing his child smile for the first time in weeks when they see this pet therapy dog come prancing into the room. Imagine for a moment when failed for the children in the pediatric intensive care, pet therapy dogs were able to motivate them to stand. Imagine for a moment a mother's belief that her child graduated from the pediatric intensive care unit, and that's what they call it, graduating. I love that term. From the intensive unit because of the dog's daily unconditional love. Imagine observing a child without the strength or motivation to smile or sit up, but as soon as they see that dog prancing in there, they're doing their best to cuddle up to that dog. And I just think it's just an amazing opportunity to be a part of this. I'm honored to introduce this truck to the fleet. As you look at this truck, this beautiful truck, you see we have the Fleet of Miracles over on the side. This is the first of many that we'll be doing. And you look at the bottom piece of it, you see this blue. Oddly enough, it's blue. That's actually inspired by the Children's Museum, or sorry, Children's Hospital here in Phoenix. They actually have those blue tiles in the hospital, so it was pretty fitting to put it there on the truck as well. And then as you look, you see the Children's Hospital in the background there, the Phoenix Children's Hospital. And we have stories of individuals on these trucks. Like one in particular, her name is Rosalinda, who's actually displayed on the passenger side, which means you're going to have to walk around after this. And we encourage you to walk around after this. But she benefited directly from the pet therapy program. And it's a great partnership with Children's Miracle Network. We're excited to see the faces on here, excited to see the truck rolling out, and really excited to honor it to our driver, Carey Smith. But first, I'd like to introduce Adam Miller to the stand here, and he's going to talk a little bit about our Children's Miracle Network partnership. Adam?
Thank you, Tina. Oh, what a beautiful truck, huh? Gosh, they did such a great job here. It's sometimes difficult to capture what the message you're trying to send with these wrap trucks, but I think they hit it on the nail here. This is great. You know, we've had such a long history of giving and charity at Swift Charities for many years, and we've done a great job utilizing Swift Charities to give back to employees in need, to give back to our local communities. There's a lot of charities that we support, where our employees are really engaged in those local charities, and we love that we're able to do that and give back and make the communities we serve better. But several years ago we thought let's maybe try to rally also around a national cause, but a national cause that can also feel local to our team members. And we still want to do all the great things we're doing for our employees, for the other local charities, but we thought let's get behind something that could be a little bit bigger as well. And Children's Miracle was such a great opportunity for us to connect with. They have hospitals all around the country, and so when we give to Children's Miracle, the individuals that give through their contributions are supporting their local hospitals, right? But we're also able to do that on a national level rather than just one hospital here in Phoenix or another location. So it's exciting for our people to get engaged with their local children's hospital that support, children that they know of that have had issues. Many of them have had, their children in those hospitals at one point or a moment or another time, and have also had loved ones who've had children in these locations. So it's just such a great opportunity to give back. And I mean, who can't rally behind helping sick children, helping them recover, helping them have a great life beyond the sickness that they have. And we have a great driver, Carrie, who we'll introduce later, who's had his own experience through that, and I think will be a great driver to be able to represent what Children Miracles means to us. When I think about our partnership that started in 2019, we've done quite a bit to give back. If I look at what we gave in 2022, is over 750,000 of donations that we've made to Children's Miracle. That's between both the Knight and the Swift brand. How about a round of applause for that? Woo-hoo! Over 230,000 came direct from our employee givings. We did another 460,000 from a golf event that some of you participated in. We had a lot of vendors out here to support our cause. And when I look back at since our partnership started in 2019, we've raised over 1.4 million to support the hospitals of Children's Miracle Network. And so we want to beat that record. That last 2022 was a record. We want to surpass that this year. And hey, this truck is going to help. This truck is going to bring awareness for both our company as well as for others out there in the community. And for every mile that this truck runs, we're going to donate 3 cents to the Children's Miracle. So, Carrie, hey, it's on you now to keep this thing running, right? Yeah. Let's get a couple 100,000 miles a year on this thing, right? We'll rack up the donations, and we have another one on our night business that's going to do the same. So, we're excited about our partnership there. We want to grow and develop, and we're excited about this wrap truck. And so I'm going to introduce Nick up to the stage here, and he's the driver leader or the fleet leader for our driver, Carrie, and he's going to say a few words.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Just want to talk about Carey just a little bit before he comes up here. So Carey came to us as a student, and since he came to us, he's done nothing short of but amaze us. Excuse me, sorry. His mentor has always spoke very highly of him from day one. His energy, his willingness to become a great driver. Since he's been solo, he's been one of the safest and most caring drivers I think I've ever had that reported up through me. He's always willing to help his fellow driver. When the terminal asks him for favors or to do something for us, it's never a question. Okay, where you need me? Let's go. Let's do it. When the terminal was asked if we had anybody that would fit the requirements, Carey's name came to mind right away. So I called Carey, and asked him, a few questions about the requirements, what was going on. Carey went through the story about his family back home and everything, and I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to let him go through all of that. But the more he talked, the more it was more heartfelt and warming for me to know that he was probably going to be the best selection for the truck. So I talked it over with the team and, gave him this Carey story, and we decided that Carey is, he's already an ambassador for Swift as a driver and everything he does every day. And I think it's going to be amazing to have him in this truck with the story he has behind him, and to be able to get out there and smile and do all of the events and go through all of this. So without further ado, Mr. Smith, I would love to bring you to the stage and have you tell us your story.
Once again, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Tish. I'd like to thank, first of all, everybody that are here in the live audience and also in the live stream. Because if it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be here in this different situation we're in. So I'm gonna give you a quick backstory of why I'm proudly to be honored to be chosen to drive this wonderful, beautiful truck. So, quick backstory about myself. And if you ever had a chance to read my bio, if it's available, I'll be glad to give it to you. Or if it's online, please, by all means. So basically, when I was a little kid, back home in Mississippi, we have a hospital which is sponsored by the Children's Miracle Network, which is called the Blair E. Batson's Children's Hospital at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. So with that being said, I was sick when I was born, even when growing up. I was in and out of the hospital at that same hospital for years as growing up. But what ended up happening and what has helped me is that the Children's Miracle Network had different representatives, had different people from either working at the hospital or even my own mother who works at the hospital and also dealing with mothers and their babies for a living, which I will be greatly honored and happy that she's doing it even now after 20 years of being there. And I'm only 26 years old. While my mom was working at the hospital, I was in the hospital. But thankfully, and thank everybody from the Children's Miracle Network, I'm able to stand here today and greatly honored to take this beautiful truck and put as many miles as I want. As Nick and I already told you, I like to run. I am a hard runner. You can ask anybody here at the Phoenix Terminal, from somebody who barely know me all the way up to the current terminal leader, even people that's outside of Phoenix Terminal. You can ask them. I'm always rolling. I am always running. I will do the best I can to make sure this wonderful truck running so that way we can keep donating and also making every children that's in the hospital happy. And that way we can able to do more things like this. So without further ado, I am grateful, I am honored, and I am blessed to take this truck and more than happy to put children's smiles on their faces.
Yeah. Man, come on now. That's awesome. It sounds like we need to open up our checkbooks, right? All right, let's go on over here. Let's get your keys going. How about that?
Yes.
Carey cameras. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Look right over here. All right, thank you. You get it, Eva?
Thank you.
Here you go.
Appreciate it.
Do you want to start it up? Do we want to hear the engine?
Yeah.
Hear the horn? See how it's going?
Ready to own it?
I think he detailed this by hand yesterday.
He did, matter of fact, detailed last night by hand.
And this morning.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you so much for being here today. Please feel free to walk around the truck, take a look at it. We'll pop this hood open so you can see it as well. We appreciate you all. As well.